I'm Brazil, and I've dropped my voice 1 octave to be taken more seriously.
I'm Nick, and I'm banned from conducting journalism in 9 provinces and 3 territories.
We are time-traveling news anchors, and we, like most of Peterborough, are stuck in the 90s. Welcome to the first annual Arthur Telethon and Fundraiser. We have been fundraising over the past 4 days to raise $10,000, which is our goal this year. We've been asking our incredible supporters to search the depths of their pockets.
And their hearts.
Because time is running out.
Yes, that's right. The winds are a-changin', blowing every which way. Funding is disappearing as we know it. If we don't prove that we're profitable, the network's gonna take us off the airwaves, sell our slot to the highest bidder.
And that's why we're here today, to show you what Arthur is all about, to bring you the news like you've never seen it before, and to take your calls all night long.
Or at least until we run out of airtime. Yes, we may have been asked to cease and desist. And yes, 1 or 2 lawsuits have come through our inbox. The CRA may be breathing down our necks, claiming we're insolvent. But that just means we're a successful news outlet.
We may have lost money due to issues with our taxes, and we may have changed our web address due to complaints, but we're here to show you that these things are part of Arthur's past.
We may not always be the first on the scene.
We may not always be the 4th, 5th, or even 6th on the scene.
In fact, I do recall some instances in which we were last.
But we always report something.
Always is the new usually, folks. Get with the times.
Is it always accurate? No. Do we engage in fear-mongering? Sometimes.
Did you know that leading scientists have found that Peterborough experiences up to 5 times more alien abductions when compared to the provincial average?
That sounds made up.
It most certainly is. And that's because Arthur newspaper is number 1 in creativity. Can we say that? I'm getting word that we cannot say that.
Regardless, we are always making waves in the proverbial kiddie pool that is the Peterborough news media landscape.
Anyways, to really hit this message home, here are some messages from our biggest supporters.
Robert, get off the computer. I need to make a phone call.
But I'm almost finished this level.
I have to call the newspaper.
Did you say newspaper?
Yes.
The also newspaper?
Yes.
Okay, Mom. I'll get off.
Hi, I'm Sapphire Caporal Pitt. I grew up at Bloor and Jarvis, near the Annex. That's Toronto. I'm a gender studies major here at Trent and an operating thetan level 8 vegan. Arthur newspaper is an absolute mainstay to our campus topography. Personally, I donate my time and money to over 11 different charities. But the real hard work is that I follow 318 charities on Twitter with a 0% overlap with Chris Pratt. Listen, we all know that the media landscape is this anaerobic cesspool of autocratic bigotry and mediocrity. It's Orwellian, it's Freudian, it's Malthusian, it's Draconian, it's Draco Malfoy-Thusian, and it's not even vegetarian. We need to shed this scourge of information like a uterine lining out of the birthing canal of our media. Of all of the organizations that I support, Arthur Newspaper is the only one that offers crosswords. Support Arthur Newspaper, and while you're at it, support PETA. The architecture in this city is so Kafkaesque.
What was her name? Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire. I didn't understand a lick of what she was saying, but thank you anyways.
I would love a little bit of what she's smoking, if you know what I mean. And now we're going to ourselves with the top of the hour, chart-topping, heat of the moment news. Nick, will you take it away?
Trent University CEO Leo Groark has announced that the university has launched an exploratory study to figure out how to pave over the Otonabee River in a way that is both ecologically sound and environmentally sustainable. Regardless of the findings of the study, development will begin next spring.
The Peterborough Police Service has announced they're starting a pilot project to combat bike theft in Peterborough. It is estimated that a bike is stolen every 30 minutes in this town. In an unprecedented act of solidarity, the project will be run entirely by police officers riding bicycles from the impound. If you happen to see my bike, it's the one with the green spoke beads.
This week, Peterborough City Council had their longest meeting in city's history, spanning Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. What was the holdup? Grandstanding. Peterborough Mayor and noted girl boss Diane Tarian was quoted as saying, "It's just nice to be out of the house."
And it really is. Investigations are underway after 10,000 live snakes were found in the Quaker Oats Tower. In another completely unrelated story, Quaker Oats have recalled all of their special Easter egg oats this year. They would also like to remind customers that this has never happened ever before in their history.
The internet, a new big thing that is making waves in youth communities. Experts, quote, "don't know how this happened, but really like where it's going," unquote. Tech circles are abuzz with the revelations of this new network. Seen as a place full of support where people can be who they want without fear of condemnation, some have gone as far as to say that the World Wide Web is paving the way for a more perfect human communication, that it will radically democratize the way we consume information, and might even lead to world peace.
That just warms the cockles of your heart, doesn't it? In more news, quack scientists are at it again. This time they're convincing people that the world is warming. We personally talked to 3 people before this segment, and 2 of them said the weather was nice for April. Head Chief of Scientific Synergies at X Off Portable released this statement, quote, "No, it's not getting warmer. The ozone layer is perfectly intact. The ocean has maintained a normal pH for several centuries, and polar bears report being very happy. Everything is fine," end quote. In other news, the 1995 Chicago heat wave-related death toll continues to rise.
Is it just hot in here, or is it just me? I had to take off my mustache.
It's just you.
Ontario Premier Doug Ford will be instituting a new province-wide shutdown once again in hopes of battling the variant-driven third wave of COVID-19. He has said his biggest concern lies in the naming and color coding of the new shutdown measures. The Premier assured us that he has been spending countless hours surfing Pinterest mood boards in search of the perfect color palette to communicate the Health Minister's message of "stop being idiots" to the people of Ontario.
To hear more, we are going to be going live to our local correspondent, Danny Taro, who has a message, a personal message for Doug Ford. Let's hear it.
Yo, the kind folks at Arthur told me to come as a character, to be a funny man. But during this time, it is of the utmost importance that we continue to stay vigilant and address the systemic problems of society. Which is why this evening I have prepared a short message for the Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford. Dougie, if you're watching this, I just want you to imagine. Imagine that every day when you walk down the street, imagine that everybody that you meet has an original point of view. Just imagine yourself in their point of view and how from their point of view they might come to you and say, hey, they might say, what? A wonderful kind of day if we could learn to work and play and get along with each other. To which I think that you, Doug Ford, you might say, how? Just how do we get along? And look, you don't need to open up. But it's not that kind of video. You don't need to open up, but you need to help us out. You don't need to open up, but you need to open up your eyes. Open up your ears. You need to get it together and make things better by working together. And that's the part I'm worried you don't understand, is that we have to do it together. And if you don't do it with us, we have an option to do it without you. And it's much more difficult to be divided, but maybe you know that. Maybe you are drawing these lines of division. And you will probably think that this opinion is naive, that we are naive people, and say, just how? It's not as easy as you think. It's science, social science, and it's complicated. And I think we all know that by now, but you might say, as long as people are working, then why does it matter if we're working together? But quite frankly, it's a simple message. And it comes from the heart. And the people out here, we believe in ourselves and we believe in each other, and we need you to believe in yourself. For that is the place to start. And if you don't get started, then just don't be surprised when people, they come knocking and they say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day if we could learn to work and play and get along with each other. But it's like you don't listen, and you need to listen to your heart. Listen to the beat. Listen to the rhythm. The rhythm not of Bay Street, but the rhythm of Main Street. Why won't you just open up your eyes, open up your ears, and get it together and make things better by working together, Doug? It's a simple message, and it comes from the heart. And you, yes, even you in that hideous heart of yours, you could just say, hey, what a wonderful time of day if we could learn to work and play and get along with each other. Hey!
Get back.
Well, wasn't that incredibly inspiring?
I shed my first tear of the evening.
Oh my
Many more to come. I think it's time to go to a commercial break.
Get your tissues, folks.
That was beautiful.
Paid for by the Mike Harris Committee. High taxes and spending are killing Ontario jobs.
Had enough? I have. I'm Mike Harris. Call this number and join our common sense revolution. We're going to bring jobs back to Ontario. We'll cut provincial income taxes 30% over 3 years and cut government spending by 20% on everything except health care. Help make Ontario great again. Join the common sense revolution.
It's nighttime, in a kitchen just like yours. All is quiet. Or is it? The North American house hippo is found throughout Canada and the eastern United States. House hippos are very timid creatures and are rarely seen, but they will defend their territory if provoked. They come out at night to search for food, water, and materials for their nests. The favorite foods of the house hippo are chips, raisins, and the crumbs from peanut butter on toast. They build their nests in bedroom closets, using lost mittens, dryer lint, and bits of string. The nests have to be very soft and warm. House hippos sleep about 16 hours a day.
That looked really real, but you knew it couldn't be true, didn't you? That's why it's good to think about what you're watching on TV and ask questions, kind of like you just did. A message from Concerned Children.
Now your banking can be easier and better since the Commerce put it all together.
This package tour is great. Really organized our holiday. Just like the new Commerce combination account organized my banking. Now I get high daily interest, free checking, interbranch banking, instant teller, and sufficient funds.
Talk to the Commerce today and ask how they can wrap up your banking needs in one package.
You can count on the Commerce.
Pursuing a full-time job can also mean a life of adventure in the Canadian Forces Reserve. An active, fulfilling professional life, plus an exciting part-time military career. Join the Reserve. Call now.
Guess what?
What?
Can you keep a secret?
Maybe. What is it?
Come here. Look.
Wow.
See? Isn't that neat?
What is it?
I don't know, but I found it first, so it's mine.
What's that up there? Is that cheese?
Could be. It sure looks like something to eat, doesn't it? I wonder how this works.
Hey, don't touch it if you don't know what it is.
Why? What's wrong?
Well, I'm not sure. I just think that if we don't really know what it is, we shouldn't touch it. It might hurt us.
Well, then what should we do?
I know that some things are okay, and some things are not. And I think if we don't know, we should ask.
Ask who?
Somebody who knows about stuff like this.
Oh, you mean like Mom or Uncle Fred?
Yeah, or somebody else we trust. We don't have to be afraid, but we do have to be careful. Just because somebody leaves something lying around doesn't mean it's okay for us to play with.
Well, I found it, so I get to tell first.
Hey, wait for me. Race you home.
A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
Welcome back. I'm Brazil, and I was voted least likely to show up for this event by our staff.
And I just made $5. I'm Nick. I was voted least trusted news anchor in the Peterborough Business Awards 5 years running. Vote for me this June, and let's make it 6.
I'll be voting for you for sure. You're watching Arthur Television, the only network where 100% of viewers wonder why they're here. And so do we.
We've been receiving some incredible love during our fundraising push these last few days, and we want to thank you, each and every single one of you who have contributed. So we're going to be reading some comments from our handy-dandy fax machine down here.
Right over here, we're going to be watching some of the comments. Do you have any questions for us? We're going to read some of this love coming out of the interwaves.
I see there's some love for my hair. Thank you.
The mustache just had to go and got wet and flew away. How is everyone enjoying the night tonight? We've got wings.
What are the people saying? Oh, you like my tips? Nice, nice. Give Cheryl at Lock Salon a call. She'll hook you up.
This is not an ad.
Someone's having their best night in decades. That's unfortunate.
It's not a great sign for us, is it?
Outstanding quality Canadian television. Is that where we are?
Time and space are a mystery.
Kay Pedler wants to hear some cusses. This is family
Absolutely
TV. The social versus junction. Discuss. Why not neither?
I've never been to either of those places. that a new thing?
Someone's getting risque in the chat.
The only has been around since 1995. Confirmed.
Is that Bob Ross?
I don't think so.
Is cooking hot or not? Always hot.
And we'll be fighting after this. I think we've heard enough of the fax machine for tonight. I don't know about you, but I'd like to open up the floor to our fans, our other fans, through the telephone. Our viewers in the audience, we want to hear how you feel about our amazing publication. We want to hear from you, the callers. So we're going to be speaking with caller number 1 shortly, if we can get them on the phone. And we'll just be waiting for a phone call. If anyone could give us a call, that would be incredible.
Caller number 1, where might I find you this evening? I don't think they want to talk to us.
Oh, my goodness. We are getting a phone call. Hello, caller?
Hello, is this, Arthur Television?
Yes, it is. Depends who's asking, but for now, yes.
I would like to speak to the manager of this so-called liberal media platform.
That's us, yep.
I am the mother of a proud, normal, conservative student of Trent. His name is Bradley Ford, and I would like a refund of his levy fee. How dare you steal money from the pockets of tax-paying citizens for your snowflake propaganda? I'm absolutely appalled by this fake news you have been uploading on your Facebooks and Twitters. I know my constitutional rights of freedom of speech, and satire is the work of Satan.
You said your son was named Bradley Ford. That's the name only a mother could love.
Never heard a name like that in my life. Doesn't sound normal to me.
Nothing normal about that.
That is rude. Anyway, if you do not comply this very instant, I will take it up with corporate and call Leo Ruck myself for endorsing such immoral lifestyles. Good day to you, liberal scum.
Send him my regards.
Wow,
oh, we've lost our first caller.
Edgewise. My goodness. That woman just talked and talked and talked.
She doesn't seem to like our programming very much. And
what's this fake news thing she's talking about? I've never heard of it.
Bradley, I'm so sorry.
We have failed someone in this world. That's a heavy burden to carry.
Maybe we can talk to another caller, sort things out.
I would love to talk to someone else. Can a second caller please call in?
Maybe someone with something positive to say. If you want to tell me you like my
good
hair.
Vibes. Good vibes. Anyone.
Crickets! Where are these callers at?
Oh my goodness, we are getting another call. Hello, caller.
Can you introduce yourself
Is this
this
the
evening?
Arthur newspaper?
Absolutely it is. Who are we talking to this evening?
This is Dostradamus, darling. How are you?
Okay.
Dostradamus. Any relationship with Nostradamus?
He's my uncle. He doesn't come around very much. He's the astrologer, I'm the mystic. We get it all done.
All right. Well, what brings you to Arthur today?
Well, I read your paper every time I'm waiting for sandwich to be made at any of your restaurants in the downtown area. And I very much enjoy it, and I love your lovely faces, and I thought, hey, I'll call. I don't like this conservative woman. Very strange things she says.
We agree.
How are you tonight?
We're okay, reading the news. We do this every night. It's our bread and butter.
I'm honestly about to fall asleep right now.
If it weren't for all these cups of coffee, I'd be asleep, I'd be on the floor. It's been a long day of reading the news.
But you know what? We're here to talk about you. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm covered in Cheeto dust. What can I tell you? Do you want to know about a prediction that I had?
Always.
Sure.
I can tell you about a prediction that came true. Because Nostradamus, people like to do this. It's a potty trick, so I'll tell you. In 1971, the American brand Cheetos released Cheeto Puffs. Now, before Puffs, there were only one flavor of Cheeto, and it was delicious. Just delicious. But what happened, though, with the Puffs was that I couldn't get the dust off my hands. It was infuriating. I washed them at least 3 times, nothing. Hand sanitizer, rubbing alcohol, straight vodka, nada. I woke up from a food coma at 4 a.m. and I tried to pet my cat. He didn't like it. You know, he said, "Your hands, human, they sicken me. What is the orange dust? And you smell." For a whole week this went on. The Cheeto dust only came off after a prolonged exposure, rather, to a Vietnamese sandwich. Being an econ major at Trent, you gotta represent, I saw it all ahead. I predicted Cheeto's business model for the foreseeable future. I predicted then that there would be many new flavors and way, way too much dust. That an orange menace would tear America apart and the world would watch in horror. Some 45 years later, Donald Trump is elected president. That is not a coincidence. That is a prediction.
You bear such bad news. You got anything happy, exciting to tell us? I mean, Cheeto dust, that's great, but you got anything better, anything joyous, jubilant, enjoyable?
I can tell you about the future. If you really want to know, I can't tell you, I can't promise if it's going to be good, but I can tell you. I have to look into my smoke here. Hold on. Yes, I am.
We'll hold on.
Hold on. I am seeing it now. Hold on. I gotta. Yes, I can see it now. Yes, it's fire. There's fire in the future. It's like Coachella meets Burning Man, but it's a little worse. And there's some plastic, like mountains of plastic. They're higher than Everest. And Frosh people, they'll make a mountaineering art out of it. But eventually the sport will be gentrified and it'll be in the Olympics sometime after 2070. There will also be another world war, but you already knew that. There is hope, however. When the fires die out and the plastic crumbles, I see a great deal of smiles, much love, and much legal weed. Pray that you make it that far, all of you, my telethonic children. Predictions are one thing, but there is always a time after a time.
Huh. I'd love to smoke a joint with this guy.
Thank you very much for your call. This has been a public service, I think.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Good to
I'll
know
call
what's
in.
coming down the pipes.
Always.
All right, can we please get one more caller on the phone?
Eddie didn't predict that one. We just hung up on him.
That guy was full of it. I just want one more normal caller and then we can call this a night. My goodness. There we go.
Hello, caller number 3. How's your night going?
It's good. How are you?
Fantastic.
And what brings you to the Arthur today?
No. Let me get a 22-piece.
What's that?
Chicken.
Oh.
22 pieces of chicken. I only have 3. Sorry.
Wrong number. All right.
Goodness.
Gotta shut that down.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I, for one, could use a shower. Thank you, callers. We'll be hearing more from our incredible fans and viewers later in the show, so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Sit tight.
Right now, a message from our sponsors. Let's go to that.
It's spectacular. It's incredible. It's Keith Brown's $2 million warehouse sale. Until Friday, you'll find fantastic deals on new and used cars and trucks in the Morrow Building. The doors will be open from 8 a.m. until 9 p.m., Monday through Friday. $2 million worth of new and used cars and trucks. 85 cents down, 60 months to pay. Money talks, nobody walks. Taillights down the road. Keith Brown's $2 million warehouse sale at the Morrow Building from 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. this Monday through Friday.
Tonight, thousands will experience something miraculous. The return of a force so wonderful. If experienced, your home will never be the same. For those who patiently waited, your miracle is back. Leon's no money miracle. Guaranteed lowest prices plus pay no money down. No interest and make no payment till June. Your miracle has returned. Visit Leon's now and enjoy it.
Canadian Tire is celebrating its 70th anniversary. Crispin's Toaster Shop is also celebrating its 70th anniversary. Let's compare. Canadian Tire's having a sale this week on products for your home, like this 10-cup coffee maker with timer for $39.70, and this 8-speed Austerizer blender, just $36.70, both by Sunbeam. Now over at Crispin's, you can get a free decrumbing with every repair. Canadian Tire, possibly the finest 70th anniversary sale in Canada.
Bennett's of Campbell Ford want to serve you, Peterborough, with a wide selection of furniture, carpet, appliances, TVs, VCRs, and custom draperies. Bennett's also offers something a little different, Belleville and Sterling, relaxed, friendly service. Hey, Toronto, Bennett's always has free delivery within 100 miles. Remember Warkworth and Hastings, our professional carpet and drapery installers give free estimates and guaranteed installation. Come to Bennett's of Campbell Ford. We want to be your home furnishing store.
Oh, it's all red and splotchy. My God.
I don't know where it came from.
Is it painful?
Yeah, extremely.
I'll have to give you the number of my doctor. He prescribes anything. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry.
All right.
And we're back, reporting live from Sadler House, Arthur TV headquarters.
I'm Brazil, and I'd really like to see Arthur make some real change in this community.
I'm Nick, and I'd love a lobotomy, or at least one of those bean bags you heat up in the microwave for headaches.
We've been receiving some truly special messages and questions from our viewers tonight. Hello, everybody. We're gonna just take a mosey on down to the old fax machine once again. So let's
How are we doing tonight, everybody?
Seems like they're calling for your lobotomy. We can make that happen. Pull that one off.
I've been waiting for years.
I think we got another Nostradamus in the house. Someone says I have scabies. That's accurate.
Goodness. How are you planning on getting out of the 90s? Maybe in a rowboat.
That was a low one.
KFC versus Popeyes. You know, it's funny you bring that up. We got a letter from the CRA the other day, and I'd always thought the CRA was a fast food joint.
Turns out they want $10,000, but that's unrelated to our fundraising goal.
Someone's dad loves the ads. That rhymes.
Cute, you guys are poets.
Nothing comes back fast from the CRA. That's a good point. Thank you very much. If anyone has any connections at the CRA, please get in touch. We
will literally do anything.
Is my refrigerator running? No, but you should try and catch it anyways.
All right, that's the last one. Let's shut that one down.
Back to news.
I think it's time to go to headlines. And in local news, we have house cats on the prowl. One citizen study has shown an increase in outdoor cats pounding the pavement in Peterborough. Local animal shelters believe the increase is due to the drop in ratings from the hit TV show The Price is Right. Some believe this might be the end of birds as we know it, but this reporter is hoping that they will take the squirrels with them.
Oh my goodness, somebody call PETA! Arthur TV has received reports that local real estate company Ashburn Ham has bought the entirety of Peterborough's downtown core. As of May 1st, the area south of Park Hill, east of Park, north of Lansdowne, and west of Armour will be transferred to the firm. Ashburn Ham president Saul Sellett announced on Tuesday that the company will host a reality TV competition show called Peterborough's Got Credit to determine which of the residents will be allowed to stay. Sellett says that the corporation is unsure whether they will build the world's biggest tanning salon or the world's biggest frozen yogurt shop, but he maintains that his firm will consult whichever residents remain after the eviction process.
Well, that sounds like a delicious development to me. All right, and you may have seen his ad during one of our commercial breaks. Ontario PC nominee Mike Harris promises a slash and burn strategy when he gets into office. At a press conference Tuesday, he explained that he really takes a holistic and ecological approach to budget balancing. He said, quote, "Every aspect is important. Every shrub is part of the forest, and much like a forest fire, my Ontario will be one where no shrub is untouched by the cleansing flame of austerity," end quote. The flames of Harris's common sense revolution have licked many sectors of Ontario, including our small student press. And with all this talk of common sense flying around these days, this reporter can only imagine a future in which a Harris wannabe might try to put the choice back in the hands of the students, which would be no good.
Oh, this Harris guy sounds more like a poet than a politician. Anyways, in business gossip, Elon Musk and Leo Rourke were spotted earlier this week enjoying a patio bevy and soaking up the early spring sunshine. Rumors are swirling that talks are underway about Trent X, the green arm of Musk's hyper-popular, so far unsuccessful SpaceX program. Plans of the project leaked earlier this month show the green energy harnessed for Trent X will be provided by Trent's prestigious rowing team. Early estimates forecast that the project will create 1 million jobs for the region, none of which will be unionized, have benefits, or a living wage.
That sounds like the most lucrative brunch in history. And in more rowing news, it turns out that the boat that was stuck in the Suez Canal actually belongs to Trent Rowing. When asked how this happened, rowing coach Dave Scott said it was a testament to the strength of the team. Quote, "These boys and gals are world class, so if they end up in a canal on the other side of the world someday, it's just a sign of their strength and fortitude," end quote.
Great news stories this evening. What lucky anchors we are. Breaking news. I'm receiving reports that Arthur TV is being purchased by Star Tor Media Limited. Oh, wait, no. They've turned down the deal, citing financial mismanagement and an overwhelming lack of profitability.
Well, on that note, here's a message from one of our favorite viewers about why you should support us.
Oh, I'm Bradley Ford. I'm from Burford, Ontario. Not Bradford, not Brantford, not Brampton. I'm from Burford, okay? I went to Blessed is the Sacrament Secondary, go Virgin Mary's, hoop hoop, and now I'm here at Trent. Go Excalibur, hoop hoop. I'm majoring in business asphyxiation or business amelioration, business admin, whatever. I'm here to play lacrosse. I used to get all my media from like Reddit or like Lot Squat or like Barstool Sports. I love Portnoy. That guy's such a mother effer. Respect. And yeah, like sometimes I'd read some stuff that's like a little messed up. But like I'm not a political guy and I know how to take a joke. So I'm like never offended by anything. But then there was this girl in my seminar and she was hot. But it was like her ideas were hot. So it turns out she was a writer for Arthur newspaper. I started reading all of her articles, and next thing you know, TrentArthur.ca was my 3rd most visited website, right after my fantasy football league page and RedTube. I mean YouTube. Anyway, that girl ended up dumping me, even though I made it to level 13 on the beep test, and she knew that, and she still dumped me. Basically, even though that girl missed out on me, I don't want you to miss out on the dope media that Arthur newspaper is publishing. And I don't like really believe in charity because I earn all my money working for my stepdad's construction company. But there are 2 things that I'll donate to: Arthur's Telefundraiser and obviously Movember. So this one is going out to local media and to men's prostate. Yo, if you're around for a while, you should come check out my Jeep.
Cheers, Bradley. I would love to come see your Jeep, but I just don't want to.
Yeah, someone's got to get that boy a bath. And another beer, I think.
Kids like Bradley remind me why I love Arthur News and why I'm asking my friends and family to support Arthur TV this spring. We'll be right back with Arthur's first ever telethon. Wow. I think that went great.
We're still on.
Oh my goodness.
An important message about personal freedom.
Hi, this is Corey Hart. Once you start to smoke, it's hard to stop. So think twice before you light up.
For freedom from smoking now, contact your lung association.
I'm not saying he's a loser or anything. He's a dork.
Dork!
Yeah. I mean, no, we're not like, you know, we're having fun being cool, and he's just into different stuff. Well, I hang out with my friends mostly.
Girls think I'm cool.
Okay. But he's, you know, I'm into sports. Well, I used to be into sports, but now, yeah, chicks dig me. Well, yeah, I guess he has friends too. Yeah, I think having girlfriends is okay, but you know, we like to party, right? Guys like him, they don't like to party like we do. You know, we're having a lot of fun.
Truth is, there's a million things to do that are more fun than sitting around getting stoned.
Yeah, we like to party. Did I say that already?
Think about it. A message from the Concerned Children's Advertisers.
I'll get it.
At this time of year, people have a tendency to drop by.
I'll get it.
And when they do, you've got the Molson Mixer Pack on hand.
I'll get it.
Canadian, Export, Coors Light, and Golden. All in one.
I'll get it.
Convenient too-for. Molson Mixer Pack. The perfect mix.
Let me take your hand. Try to understand. I will always care.
Smoking. It will suck the life right out of you.
Lungo filaccio, triste sartaccio, fila, fila, ma che vuoi filare? Senza punta l'ago non può andare, troppo filo te l'ha fatto far, ed ora non puoi più filare. Hai filato giorno e notte con giacchette e pantaloni, sottovesti e gonelloni pura sera.
Welcome back. I'm Brazil, and I, for one, have never smoked a day in my life.
I'm Nick, and I sure have. You're watching Arthur TV, the only network where the anchors have no idea what year it is. What year is it? Someone please tell us in the chat.
We are heading back to our fax machine, yes, thank you.
Yeah, please send us some love.
We have people talking about a wig. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Never heard of it. Number for my stylist Cheryl, Lock Salon. Give her a ring, tell her I sent you, she'll give you a discount.
She is the best.
How many coffees have we had today? Simply innumerable. Maybe we should call back Dostonomus and see if he can tell us.
I just think that's too personal of information to share at this moment.
There are better questions.
We need more questions from the audience. Dance?
More contributions?
Absolutely not.
Oh my goodness. I don't know how to dance. I wouldn't know what a...
There are people telling you your hair is bad. That is terrible.
Then turn off your television. Why don't you?
Leave it. Get out of here.
The disrespect on my own broadcast.
This is our space. This is a safe space.
Who likes who more? That's pretty personal too, isn't it?
Yeah, let's say it at the same time.
Brazil.
You always don't say it. If you ask someone to say something at the same time, never do it. It's a power move.
Do you have a message for my children? They love you. Oh, kids, stay safe, you know. Keep watching Arthur TV. Current events are important. Media literacy matters.
My star sign, I'm a Mars lowering and Gemini, all of it. The whole world. Gemini world? Mm-hmm. Yep.
Why should I care about Arthur? Because we pull out all the stops, folks.
Have you seen all the stops tonight?
Have you ever seen a newscast like this? Let me tell you, you haven't.
This didn't take us one day.
Top 10 local places to eat an egg. Number 1, my backyard.
Bathtub is pretty good, but you gotta peel it first.
If Arthur had a star sign, what would it be? So many mystics, so many astrologers in the house tonight. Oh my goodness, if Arthur was a star sign...
Venus in furs.
Probably a Capricorn, always working hard for their buck. What are we gonna spend this money on? Well, I apparently have to fire my hairstylist, so I'll probably use some of my money to hire a new one. Jeez.
Well, we're gonna be on TV every week, so we're gonna need more hairstylists on payroll. It's pretty much the whole thing.
Somebody wants a t-shirt that says, Media Literacy Matters. Can we sell those? We'll sell you anything for the right price.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm getting word that Arthur is an Aries after all, but Moon in Capricorn.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Who knows what those people know about Arthur himself?
Goodness gracious. Well, I think it's time we...
Shut the old fax machine down.
How much has Bonnie Patterson donated? She's just draining us. Anyways, on that note. Well, you know, we've told you about the news. We've taken some calls. And we have one last message for you. And it's from the president
of the University of Trent University. It's Leo Rourke, everybody.
Take it away.
Hi, I'm Leo Rourke, president of Trent University and philosopher king extraordinaire. I value the integrity of a good education, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and my own vacation days, in no particular order. I think it's just the cutest thing that these kids have their little paper. At that age, everybody's got an axe to grind, or an X on Grinder, am I right? I've heard through the grapevine that every so often they'll write a little something something about old President Leo. But I guess when you're a cutting-edge leader like me, you're bound to ruffle a few feathers. I support Arthur Media because they cover important topics and important people. Sometimes it's just nice to feel noticed. If you got any money left over from your tuition, you should spend it at the bookstore. And if you got any money left over from that, you should buy a parking pass. And if you got any money left over from that, you should pay your rent. But if you got any money left over from that, you should donate it to your local media. They're doing good things. And remember, if you're an international student whose parents have good credit, Trent University is the place for you. We got undergraduate degrees. We got master's degrees. Nobody takes a grade point average lower than us. Low. Come on down, right at the corner of Nassau Mills and Water Street. Now let's go fill this river with cement.
What an interesting fella. I would love to pick his brain about a thing or two someday.
What are philosophers good for? Well, it's looking like we're coming to the end of the show. We still haven't reached our fundraising goal, but...
Wait. I'm getting a report that Arthur has been purchased. This time it's it's for real. This is not a drill, folks. This is not a drill. All right.
Oh my goodness, what an exciting night we're having. So much is happening. We are changing hands. We are being purchased, it seems, by Metroland Meat Corporation. Might I just say that we are mad about cow. I'm getting word that bovine spongiform encephalopathy is a serious issue, and Metroland Meat Corporation would like to assure our viewers that their meat and bone meal is 100% disease-free.
Yeah, that's great. So now we're going to go to a short message from the CEO of Metroland Meat Corporation. Here he is.
Hello there. My name is Arthur, and I'm the CEO of Metroland Meat Corporation, which, as of a few minutes ago, is the new owner of Arthur Television. We've been acquiring smaller news stations and papers all across the country, turning them into meccas of industry, real players, you know. Arthur Television came up on our list, and we think it really has the potential to... I just realized something. We share the same name. That's adorable. But definitely can't be allowed to continue. You are canceled. Hope you've enjoyed this little program. It's over. Have a nice life.
Now I'll never be able to afford veneers and a fake tan.
Oh my God. Anyway, folks, it has been a wild ride tonight. Honestly, if you donated anything this week or in the past hour, yeah, well, we're gonna find a place to put it somewhere.
Even if it's between our couch cushions.
It'll go somewhere. It'll go somewhere.
Thank you so much for spending your night with us tonight.
Yeah, good night, Peterborough. Stay safe out there.
Somebody strip the copper out of the walls. We just got bought.